2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go here in Atlanta. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll throw first play with Penix. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And that will lead to a second down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down. On play action, Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll try to throw it with Penix. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
On second down, Penix. And that'll be intercepted by Tre'Davious White. And the Ravens are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. How about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards. Going to go right back to Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. On the option, they give it to Henry. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. They'll go again here with Henry. Whoa. And a spirited run there, somehow managing to gain a couple of yards. Third down, 3 to go. Bateman is the motion man. Third and short, Jackson. He gets that to the veteran Aguilar. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the first down. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. 13 yards on that one. Move the sticks. It's a 1st down. This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. He slams it in there, and he is in. Derrick Henry, touchdown, Baltimore. Now Justin Tucker for the point after. The kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll get about 2. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On 3rd down, Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. That's good. Throwing is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson, and they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be intercepted. It's the safety, Kyle Hamilton. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Henry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. Third and 9. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now Jackson on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Finding room at midfield.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Complete. Former 1st-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball down.
That is caught. What a throw. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
That's going to be caught in the end zone, and they take the lead by 1. So, final seconds of this 1st half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. Hardy now with the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter three begins. First and 10. Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go, and you can see why.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion over Flowers. 2nd down. Jackson. That's downfield, and he's got Andrews, his tight end. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards. First and goal, and it's Henry. And he will power his way into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Extra point try now for Tucker. And that one bangs off the right upright. Does not go in. It's no good, and they're unable to add the point after. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Mooney in motion. Play action. It's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier, and he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 4 yards on the pickup. Looking to throw, it's Penix. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is first down and goal. Penix gonna throw again. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they...
And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a 2-point conversion here. And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's first and 10. Aguilar goes off in motion. A first down throw for Jackson. Now he'll run it.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Second down and 8. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now on second down. And that is incomplete.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
On third down, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
No motion over Flowers. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's to the right side and incomplete. Rashad Bateman, the intended target. It's 2nd down.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Again, it's Jackson. This one caught downfield by Flowers. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone inside the 20. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
A give right up the middle to Henry. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. No motion over Flowers. Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10 and a quick 1st down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down. And here's Bijan. And they'll stop him. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but they didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Henry. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the outside, he's got Andrews down the field. That one good for 26 yards. Here's first down. From the gun, Jackson. Got his man at the 6. And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot. Bateman is the motion man. Henry. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal. Now, second and goal. Again, it'll be Henry. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Falcons 16.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Avery Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up for first and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll get this to McLeod. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down.
41-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot